Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since we did a Reline video, but today we're going to do one. Maybe not the most exciting one, but anyway, still a Reline video. So, it's been a while since the 325 Slatty Regal appeared on the channel. Can't remember the last video we did it. Might have been when I was going to the NEC with it last year. Surprisingly though, I'll be at the NEC this year with another car. So if you want to see that, come along. I'm not going to tell you what it is this time. It is going to be the first time one of these cars is going to be on the Reliant Owners Club stand at the NEC. So if you want to see it, come along. It's when's the date so again? Pardon me. It is I think it's the 20th March kind of point. I remember I leave on the 19th. Setup's 20th. Must be the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. That was it. Managed to get there in the end. So anyway, that's the dates of the rest of the show. You can double check to be sure I'm right. But yeah, if you want to see what mystery car I'm taking, it's the first time being on the Reliant Owners Club stand, come along to that and see. And I will be on the stand with the car. Anyway, back to today's video. Today we're in the storage tunnel for some of the cars, which I've just noticed has got some puddles on the roof, so I'll have to get rid of them later. But anyway, what we're going to be doing is seeing if the 330 will start and getting the 325 out, because the 325 has some new wheels and tyres to go on. So I'll have to get it out of there, get the wheels and tyres fitted. It's also got new number plates to go on, because it's now on an age-related plate, so it means it's road legal. So we can finally give it a test run. Longer than my drive, that is. So I hope this starts, because I don't want to push it out. And I hope the other one starts, because that'll be easier. But we'll see how we get on. Keys. That's the wrong keys. That's the right keys. Now, because it's been some time since this car was running, I thought it'd be worthwhile to just pop the bonnet and check that everything's still as it was when I parked it up. So, coolant is there. Only just, so that's going to need topped up. But it'll be okay for moving it out of here. I just wouldn't take it on a road run with that little coolant in the top of the radiator. I mean, when I say little, it's covering the coolant tubes, but that's it. Plenty of the black stuff. So plenty of the, well, oily stuff, or oil, whatever you want to call it. The other thing I'm going to do with this car, feels like its handbrake's stuck on. Yes, it is. That's interesting. Right. I'm going to check that it spins over still. Everything seems to be okay. This could be fun getting out of here with the back wheels stuck. It did this last year. Right. Ignition on, into gear, choke out even. She never fails, this one. Quick check of the carburetor in case the float sticks was sitting. This is all good. Right, let's see if I can get her out. Oh. Crunching the gears. I forgot there's a big hole in the middle of this floor. That really needs to be on my fix list. It's a very quick manoeuvre this, you only have to do about 50-point turn. Ah. What happened there, guys, is I stalled. What also has happened there is my adapter plate that I put on to let the cars come in and out of this one has not worked, so I need to push it over the last bit. Because with my weight in it, the brake pedal hits the plate and it doesn't go over. Or the brake pedal mounting for the master cylinder is. Right, we are free. Oh, I shouldn't have put the handbrake on. Yeah, I shouldn't have put the handbrake on. Yeah, she is now stuck with handbrake on. Oh no, there we go, we've freed it off. Right. On to car number 2, which I've never took out this polytunnel before. So I don't know how that's going to go. But let's try it. Right, this should be easier because there's only one set of keys left in my pocket. So I can't mix up the keys. Although to be fair, I haven't actually driven this one properly. So this could be interesting. I've only ever driven it bits and pieces. Let's see if she'll move. Well, actually, more to the point, let's see if it'll start. Window down. Stretch into car. Make the obligatory noises for getting into a car. Choke out. Say a little prayer. Here we go. That was not the plan. Right, try again. Let's encourage the starter motor to... The Bendix is being a bit funny. Right, here we go. It's still being a bit funny. I think from sitting, it's not enjoyed being in the cold. Try again. This is going to require some attention. I did not plan on this car not actually firing up. Oh, right. I think I've got the Bendix onto the flywheel, so it might start now. No, that's not our plan. That starter is not a nice starter. I need to put the new one on it. I've actually got a new starter that I can fit to this car. I bet you wouldn't believe me if I said I had this going not long ago. some reason his battery's gone flat. That was not on my agenda today. And the booster cables are up at the workshop. That was not the plan, guys. I'm going to try something, see if it'll prime it. If we prime up the carb, she'll maybe get enough go to just fire it. One more try before we give up and get the jump leads. Right, that wasn't what I wanted to happen this morning. Unfortunately, nothing can also get into this corner of the polytunnel, so that means we have to play the game of push it. Straight into the hole, probably. Oh no, we've missed the aforementioned hole in the ground. That's a start. Oh, I need to start working out more. Pushing cars is not a fun thing to do. Right. Heave! We've squared the wheel up. Yes, it's straight. That's a good start. Right. Heave. Oh, I missed the push point. Heave! No, she's coming back again. Hey, we've got one wheel out. Two. I believe we're on the exhaust or something. Come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. She's out. It needs a clean. I'll bet even though the battery's dead, that still has enough power. If I turn this key now and it starts, I'm going to probably have to laugh. Yeah, that's not helping. Right, we need to get the jump leads. I also need to get the bonnet key and see if we can get the thing to fire up. We're probably going to have to use the 330 to jumpstart the 325. I think it's that key. It's not that key, because it's this key. Ah, yes. That battery shouldn't be flat. I'm just catching my breath, having a breather. Turns out pushing Reliance isn't that easy. This one might go to the front of the tunnel this time. We might put the 330 to the back. Potentially. I've not quite decided how I'm putting everything back in the polytunnel yet. We can decide that later, because at the moment we've still got the mini car and the Robin 850 in there. So I'll have a think and see. So guys, we've got something a bit poetic here now really. We've got the younger Regal helping to get its older sister started. It's quite nice that actually, using the last version of the Regal and the first overhead valve Regal in one thing. Don't think I've ever done that before. Anyway, let's see what this battery does now. It would help if I didn't put the keys somewhere stupid. And I found them. Right. Fingers crossed we have some life in it now. She's got something about it. I wonder. This is negative R. Oh, well, that's not going to help any. Jump lead jumped off. Let's put that on the engine and give it a direct kind of feed instead of a side feed, almost. See what that does to it. It might just be that there's a poor earth on it, because it did suffer from that at one point. 1, 2. And she lives. I never checked the coolant in this one, but yes, there's loads in it. Right, we'll get the battery leads disconnected. I guess that's another job added to the list. I'll put another earth cable onto the 325 so that it gets a better earth connection. And that way it'll be able to hopefully start itself off the battery. What I imagine's happened is it's possibly just never been a good earth on it for years. I mean, it is all brand new bits and pieces as you've seen through the rebuild, but I reckon there's just a few little bits maybe still not connecting correctly. But we'll soon sort those out. So what the plan now is I think I'm going to put the 330 to the back of the tunnel, just so we can put it away, and then I'll take the 325 up to the workshop. So I'll have to move this one first, which should be fun because I've never really driven it. Well, I've driven it, but I haven't got used to it yet. So let's put it back. Whatever I do, don't stall. Go! Something went weird with my clutch pedal there, but that's a job for up at the shed. I'm just checking everything's okay. Seems to be fine. Obviously just keep an eye on these, because when they've not run for a while you need to be sure there's no problems. I'll come back down later for coolant for the 330, but yeah, kind of success. Right guys, let's put the 330 in. Ow! Out. Oh! That'll be in the exhaust. Is this not just typical, guys? As soon as we get the 330 in there, the 325 stops. Let's hope that it's got enough power in that battery to start it again and to get it back to the workshop. Oh. Right, in the seat. I smell petrol. Right, ignition. Oh, come on. Oh, crunched it. That gearbox. There's something acting up with my clutch. Come on, gently does it. Seems to be sometimes it decides it wants to play chicken with me and just push the clutch up itself. She's a little bit temperamental still, this one. But we've made it. Let's go and put the wheels on. Right guys, I've got the impact. I've got one brand new powder coated wheel. It looks absolutely brilliant. But the first one's going to be out of sight because we're doing it on the front. So we'll leave that one there. I will go in under the 325 and realise how old I am when I can't get the bolts out or can't get back up. Right, here we go. Oh, that one came out with me. I came right off. That wasn't a plan. There we go, 2. And last one. That one. I've got one spare wheel that holds the air. Take the nice new Kamek wheel. And up we go. Brilliant. The first time in my ownership it's got brand new tyres going on it. I hope they last as long as I want them to. I mean, the old ones probably lasted years. I dare say, to be honest, they're probably still on the go in Shetland, because I never seen the original tyres on this thing. Could be floating about in a trailer somewhere. It always amazes me when I come below here and I see how much work went into restoring it. Because I remember sitting below this when I first got the 325 and I was putting the fiberglass repairs on under here. Right, and I should mention, I'm not allowed to zip the nuts fully with this. What I'm doing is nipping them up and then I'll be using the torque wrench. Just like that, one wheel is changed. Just do the final effect of letting it down. Looks taller now. Let's do the next one. So that is the back one we'll do now. We'll do this side. The other side we'll probably do off camera. I'm sure you're all going, you don't do a video in a long time and then you give us a video of changing wheels, Lewis. That's not very interesting. Technically it's an update on the 325. Right, that should be enough. We will get another new wheel. And the impact. Some of these are a little bit stiff. Probably put some oil on them before we put the wheel nut back on, or copper grease maybe. Right. Sneak it out that way. I'm going to get some lubrication because the threads are quite dry. So we've got plenty of lubrication materials in my workshop. So I think I'll just use some oil. Oil this time round, and then the next time I have the wheels off it'll be copper grease. And before I put this down I'm also going to give it a clean because it looks quite messy. In case any of you are wondering if I've done anything to the clutch, I had a quick look below. I can't remember, maybe I actually told you. There's a chance this Mark 325s use a lot of bits from the side valve range. So when I built it, I used a side valve clutch rod. But there is a chance that maybe the side valve rod doesn't fit the 325. Because I have found all the clutch pedals. There was a clutch pedal. One of the pedals didn't fit the 325 and I had to modify it. Clutch definitely got modified. There was a whole heap of modifications in that one. The what was the other ones? There was some throttle rod. Throttle rod I thought was the same as a side valve. Technically it is, but Regal changed it slightly when I put the 325 on the go. For whatever reason, I don't really know. Right. Oh, that looks nice. It looks pretty. Put this down. No, it doesn't that look good. Transforms it. And I've got hubcaps to polish up and put on, and then she'll really be transformed. Right, I'll do the other side. In fact, we'll both do the other side, because why not? And yes, that is a Rialto van there. No, we are not going to be doing much to it. You can actually see part of the age-related plate poking up from inside the car there. Oh, joys of Chuckies. My trolley jack doesn't roll on them. Right, under. Oh, not quite. I remember when I put this was going to the Resto show with this last year, there was one that always went flat, these tyres, and I took it around to the local tyre fitter and I says, I'm quite expecting to have to put on another tyre, but it'll just be temporary. The response I got was, no, I'm sure it'll take air. So took it off, resealed it, and it took air. It was perfect. It did perfect for going to the Resto show, just meant I could take it down, display it as it was middle of restoration, because that shows when we put in the headlining in all the windows. Well, I say all the windows, it was the front windscreen, 2 back ones and the rear screen. That's another stiff thread. I'm in two minds now if it's stiff threads or just my impact's a bit flat. I should probably apologise right now for the amount of racket that's going to be through the new microphone I've bought. Because it's right here, pointing at the racket. Right, some on that dry one, that dry one, that dry one. I just noticed there's a brake screw missing for this one. Wonder where that went to. Maybe I only had one at the time and I've not fitted it. That is a job for another day. So I'll have to find if I've got any first. Right. On a Regal, it's great fun fitting the wheels because you can't just put them on, because the arch is quite low and the wheel sits into it. You have to slide it in sideways, then play a game of how do I get this to fit, like that. It does always work, but if you jack it up an axle you won't get the wheel on because the wheel goes further up into the arch. So you have to do it this way so that it fits. I might actually get a repair kit over that threads, just to a repair kit. A thread cutter over the wheel threads at some point just to clean them up. I think there's maybe one just a bit rusty and it's just sticking. Right. That one's nipped up. I mean, I want it to be torqued anyway, but it's always good to get them close to it, or just nipped up properly so the torque's just doing the last bit. Doesn't that just look spiffing? I'm really happy with that. No more old tyres on the Regal. I've got an oil can in my hand. Right. Oh yes, looking at it for the camera side, I like that. Let's level you up a bit so it looks even better. In fact, I'm going to go and get a photo of that right now. She's on new wheels. A couple of little jobs still to do before we can take her on the road. I've got engine covers to fit. Bits for them I'm painting in the shed just now. But yeah, she's it's got new boots on. There's the engine covers to do, and you might notice the new registration plate to fit on the front of it. And no, I'm not going to fit it over the grille. I will remove the original plate and put it on there. So I'm going to go and do those bits, and I'm going to give it a good clean because I want it all shiny again instead of covered in grime. But anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video of getting this out the polytunnel, getting it up, putting some new boots on it, and getting it ready to hopefully test drive on the road again. So if you have, remember to give the video a like. If you want to stay up to date with knowing where this is going to be this year, out at shows, where I'm going to be at shows, and also see my work on Summer Alliance of course, then remember and hit the subscribe button and the little bell to be notified when new videos go to the channel, or posted on the channel. You might have seen in the last video I will be working on Top Gear vehicles, which will be exclusive content to this channel. As far as I'm aware, there will not be any other YouTube channels that we will be working on of the original Top Gear vehicles. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date with that. If you want to see exclusive content on the vehicles, you can find it at the museum's TikTok page. You can find it on the Facebook page. And if you want to see another video of behind the scenes video of the museum's collection, check out Dave Van Adventures YouTube channel, and he's got a video on the collection there as well. But anyway guys, I'm going to go and get this cleaned up. I've torqued the wheels, so that's done, in case you think I've forgotten. But yeah, I'm going to get this cleaned up, get the reg plates on, and get it done for the day. Because then I've got the brakes to do on the 21E, the brakes to do on the Veralto van, the dashboard to do on the mystery vehicle that's going to the NEC, and then the engine to fit next week, and the gearbox to fit, and the fuel tank to plumb in, and yeah, you get the idea. Right, anyway guys, I'm going to crack on. We'll see you again next time.